Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Arkansas versus Furman college basketball matchup on Monday, December 4th, 2023. Of course, we give out tons of free picks every day, and if you want to find out which of these we like the best, well, those are the ones we put under the Premium Picks tab. So check it out. Use the discount code PICK, get 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. Not available on the website. You got to just text that number that you see on the screen. So text that number to get those plays. But anyways, let's get to this one. Arkansas taking on Furman. Of course, Furman, a team and a name that we're familiar with. We've seen these guys in the NCAA tournament plenty of times throughout the years. And we've also seen them beat a lot of the big boys throughout the years. It's just they are the type of school, a small school, I think it's less than 4,000 students overall. It might even be less than 3,000. So they're not going to be good every single year. That, at least not Arkansas good. And we know Arkansas, certainly with Musselman, have done an amazing job recruiting. And, we saw them in those games at, in the Thanksgiving tournament. They got gassed against Stanford and did not look good in the other games. So, we found value on them when they took on Duke, but now here they are coming off of that Duke win. So is this a letdown spot or is this a get right spot for Arkansas, who hasn't really put together any kind of momentum this season? Beating Stanford, they beat Old Dominion, they lost to Greensboro, so it's like they're still trying to put it together because they're missing key pieces from last year's team, which was really good. Meanwhile, this Furman team, not quite as good as some of the Furman teams that we've seen in the past. They played Liberty, who's a pretty decent team this year. They got pretty beaten up in that game. So, we know that when it came to the step-up game that we see that's recognizable on the schedule, they lost by 14 points in a game that they were getting just 2. They lost to Wyoming by 7. I think Wyoming's a nice team, but they're not a great team. And in that game, Furman was actually favored by 6. And then against South Carolina State, they were favored by 20.5, a game they won by 8. So for me, Furman, has been a little bit underachieving, even though we know exactly what we're going to get with Furman, a team that hoists the threes like no one's business and can shoot pretty efficiently, 48% from the floor. Arkansas's defense, of course, is tough, and I think when we look at statistics at this point in the season, Arkansas has played a heavy-duty schedule. Duke, North Carolina, Stanford. I mean, they have really taken them on. So I just think that, when we look at numbers at this point in the season and rankings specifically, not all rankings are created equally, and I think you have to give a little bit of grace considering the level of competition when they're not in conference play, especially in the big conferences. But the thing is that Furman's defense just isn't good enough, and I think that's going to be the problem here. I think Arkansas is eventually going to have their way in this one. They're going to be able to go on one of those really nice runs and put the Paladins away. I'm going to take Arkansas and lay the points, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll tell you how often historically all the bets on the board today have hit, putting on the most favorable bets on the board.